Good morning. The heat wave is officially over. It's Sunday, the fourth weekend in July, and I'm breathing a sigh of relief, especially that we're having a bit of a drizzle, bit of rain. We escaped the worst of the rain so far, and but the garden actually does need some watering, so that's great news. So I've been pondering over the some of the beds here, and we've been clearing the bed which was this year predominantly a broad bean. So we have still some volunteer potatoes and some corn, which incidentally was completely overrun by the potatoes. But in this area we did plant last year some broad bean, and some of them overwintered, like the aquadulce Claudia, and some was planted later on in early March. And there is some remnants of broad beans, as you can see, and some more here which we have missed while harvesting, and that needs to be all cleared up and prepped for next crops. So as we are looking, let's just have a look with these broad beans. Let me just pick one up and I tell you exactly which one we have. Well, this one be the crimson flowering, and I might actually leave these because I would like some seeds. These are absolutely fantastic, the crimson flowering. This is the only one which I haven't ordered yet. They're very tightly packed. They're very specific because they kind of right next to each other, almost like peas, and they look beautiful. I did a little video on that to appraise the germination and hardiness of broad beans, and yes, aquadulce quadra was really the only one which could be left for all the harsh conditions. Well, unfortunately, due to those hard conditions, the crop of the bean was actually very patchy. There were loads of the pods which were absolutely empty, different sizes in each pod. I think it suffered, and it actually showed in the end product, and it is in the end about the end product, what we like to eat, what we enjoy growing. And as I still have whole packet of aquadulce Claudia, I will be planting them, almost treated like a green manure. Well, it won't be, because I'm hoping for some sort of crop there, but I won't be fussing as much with covering it with fleece and uncovering it from fleece and doing this and doing that. Actually, the broad beans which I planted in March, and it was sown in February in modules in the root trainers, was absolutely fantastic. And I will put pictures hopefully on the screen to show you the ones I grew. Was the first one was Karmazyn, and it produced beautiful looking and very tasty bean, and the second one was called crimson flower or crimson flowering, depending where you're buying them from. And they not only beautiful to look at when they're flowering, they're also very neat, very neat. And I think I have some little footage which I'm going to show. They're so tightly packed together in these very narrow pods. They look like equivalent of a pea, just elongated. Looks very attractive. They're a very attractive variety, and I will be growing them as well. So what I want to show you, and I think I have them in my pocket, so what I'm going to be growing next year. I made that decision, and I want to record that so we have record of it, and I don't sort of forget myself. So I bought another variety which I want to plant next year, called Grano Violetto, and that's a Italian bean. it looks like that, very, very dark seeds, and that they are actually white flowering with kind of a red skin on the bean. The next variety, it's like a lucky dip. The next variety I'm going to be planting is something I bought by accident, and you know, it might be a very happy accident. These seeds are UK seeds, and these are called Masterpiece Green. So if anybody grown Masterpiece Green, please let me know how they got on with, because it's a completely new bean for me. And dare I add, I think I've said enough about it, I will be planting all of these beans in sort of very, very early spring. This one is the one which we discussed before, Karmazyn, and is slightly lighter color of the bean, the seed bean, and is lovely and tasty and quite been resilient to everything else what life threw at us. What else I'm having? Well, I'm having the aquadulce Claudia just for the sort of ground cover, green manure. As a completely last thing, something which surprised me yesterday. So this was my surprise of the week. Surprise of the week. Well, we all have things which we're not good at. I'm absolutely hopeless at growing radishes. I can grow aubergine, but I can't grow a radish. And on the list of things I can't do was, up till yesterday, a cauliflower. My cauliflowers were very, very well, you wouldn't put them on a Facebook. And here it is, my very own, very first proper cauliflower. Well, I covered that with I covered my cauliflower with a peg so the leaves stick together, and I'm just going to do that again. So I'm absolutely chuffed. This is coming off the list I think that I can't do, and I leave you with that while we're preparing for the bees. Thank you for watching our musing about broad beans and what we're gonna do next year, and how the broad beans fared this year, and I hope to see you next week. Thanks for watching, and I hope the weather treats you well.